Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise here on Madden 21. And today we're going to go through the 4 preseason games that we have for the Jaguars as we get a look at new starting quarterback Maurice Jackson and a bunch of these rookie hopefuls that will hopefully contribute, along with other first-round pick Jerome Collins along the defensive line, just to see how he does. And yeah, that seems to be a good game plan. We'll get through the entire preseason. It'll just be highlights, and then we will go ahead and get to the preview of Week 1. As you can see at the top of the screen, we are playing the New England Patriots at home. That's not going to be fun or easy, but that is where we stand here. So we got 4 preseason games on tap today. So let's not waste any more time and get to them. So we open up against the Cincinnati Bengals. There's Morgan Fox on the first drive there. Good defensive play from the starting defensive edge rusher. And then we get another edge rush there from Caleb Chason. That's going to be important because he's going to be one of the speed rushing linebackers. So Maurice Jackson's going to make his debut, and can he set the tone? Well, his first pass is intercepted. So that's not a good sign to start off with. We get an illegal block on the back penalty there that saves a touchdown for now, but yeah, that was not good to start off with for Maurice Jackson, immediately throwing an interception. So hopefully he got that out of his system. Anyway, later on, this is after the interception. This is a good pass breakup. That is Myles Jack. Bengals have to settle for a field goal, so let's see if Maurice Jackson can do better. How about this? Good throw down the field, caught by D.D. Westbrook. Big catch there, 33 yards. So, starting off a little rocky, but able to make up for it. Jaguars go ahead and end this drive with a touchdown here as James Robinson, the defending MVP, showing that he is ready for the regular season already. There's a good sack right there by Maurice Fox, or by, not Maurice Jackson, by Morgan Fox, not Maurice Fox. Morgan Fox makes that sack. He was really good in this game against the Bengals. And there you see just bad defense right there. Got to work on that. We are going to primarily run man coverage, but that was a zone, and Joe Burrow just beat it. And then Burrow gets this pass out. Trey Herndon gets beat by T. Higgins. Bit of a size mismatch, but Trey Herndon's going to be dealing with that the whole season, so hopefully he gets better than that. So now we're into the backups here. Gardner Minshew dumps this one off. This is rookie receiver Devin James making that catch and getting a first down. Minshew back later, throws over the middle. Caught, that's Colin Johnson, and he gets a nice gain there. He is one of the big receivers that we have. So we end up kicking a field goal, game tied at 10. And there's a bad tackle by Isaiah Scott. So he didn't make that play there. The Bengals then drive down the field. Ryan Finley gets dropped. This is Taven Bryan getting the sack, so he's fighting for some depth here. And then on fourth and goal, Drew Sample catches a touchdown, and that's going to put the Bengals up 17-10. Minshew completes this one to Josh Oliver, and he's goes down that second backup, the backup tight end job. Minshew again later dumps it off. This is Jeff Wilson, the backup running back, catching a nice pass over the middle. Minshew continuing to lead the drive here. Good catch on the outside. Devin James makes the guy miss just for a second, but he's making catches, and that's what's important. 6th round pick there. And then capping it off, there's a touchdown to Colin Johnson, who was a rookie last year, as I was going to say, but so he's doing pretty well. He's one of the rare guys that has size for a receiver on this team. And there's a drop from Jason Kroom. Now we're into the third stringers here. And this is a great catch by undrafted free agent Tyrone Williams, making an excellent grab with some pretty stiff coverage. Matt Barkley fighting for a backup job. That's not going to help as he misses Devin James on that play. So more defense here. Good coverage right there. That was Isaiah Scott making up for his bad pass earlier. Another nice catch for Tyrone Williams as he continues to play well. Barkley did not play well. He gets picked off here by Jesse Bates. I don't know why Jesse Bates is still in the game. He shouldn't be. It's the third quarter of the first preseason game. What's he even doing out there? Bengals now get the ball. Just leaving guys wide open. You can't do that. That's a good tackle. That is Shaquille Bateman, another backup linebacker. Just leaving guys open. This is Sean Johnston, a rookie wide receiver for Cincinnati. He makes a great catch and a spin move. Later on, same drive. Catches another pass over the middle. Chris Claybrook was on coverage there and couldn't get the play. And then the game goes to rookie running back Demetrius Sims. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown. And now it's 24-17. Barkley gets picked again by Jesse Bates again. Like, why? Come on. Get out of here. Jesse Bates. Shouldn't even be in the game anymore. There's Trayvon Williams, but he gets stuffed. That is defensive 6th-round pick Sean Daniels making that stop. And here's Demetrius Sims making guys look silly in the preseason. Makes a nice catch there. Bengals looking to cap this one off. But good persistent pursuit there by Christian Covington. He gets the sack on Ryan Finley, forcing the field goal. So it's only 7-17. Jake Luton now steps in. Good throw on the outside, complete to John Ross, and making one of his rare catches today. Luton dumping it off here. This is Dante Oliver, the undrafted rookie running back, who has a lot of speed and can catch the ball into the backfield. So you're looking for him to do just that. Here's another catch for Oliver. This time he breaks a tackle, and he's going to get upfield. That's what you want to see, guys, finishing runs here in the preseason. Gives it to Oliver here, and look at this burst, and right through a nice gap there. Dante Oliver already impressing in the first game of the preseason, even though this is the fourth quarter. Luton completes this one. This is Tyrone Williams again. He's making another good catch here. That's his third of the game. Luton then throws the slant, caught again, and guess who? It's Tyrone Williams making more grabs. Luton drives him down the field. Dante Oliver finishes off the drive. Rarely he runs inside, but he does get in there. So 27-24. Again, pressure by Covington. The throw is offline, intercepted. That's Isaiah Scott making up for his bad coverage earlier and bad tackling. He does get an interception, so that's good for him to help with his defensive depth position. Here's a screen to Dante Oliver. Good block there by the left tackle that we picked up, the rookie. Who I forget right now. Or actually, that was by Will Richardson was out there on the screen. This is a catch for Jason Crew. Finally makes up for dropping another one. He makes a good catch here. And again, this time, Devin James makes the catch for the touchdown. And the game gets tied. Actually, the Jaguars go up 31-27, and that is just not how you defend. This is less than a minute to play. For some reason, Dwayne Smoot was in coverage. He's not supposed to be in coverage, and that's why. And then, there's a touchdown. Stanley Morgan. It's going to put the Bengals on top, 34-31, with 14 seconds. Clock expires here. Luton throws it deep, has a man open, and he overthrows John Ross. And that's how game one ends. So after game one, we did sign Josh Doxson, the ex-Washington football teamer, as I felt we needed more size out there. So here we have a game against Buffalo. It's a good pass breakup by C.J. Henderson. Maurice Jackson looking to get better, and this is threading the needle to Travis Allen, the rookie tight end, looking possibly to become Jackson's best friend. Jackson now with a perfect pass right there. DJ Chark into the end zone for the touchdown. Jaguars go up early 7-0. Looking to continue that. Here's a play action from Josh Allen. And he hits Stephon Diggs. Diggs spins out. Trey Herndon gets tracked down by C.J. Henderson, but this is why we're running more of a man scheme. And then even then the man scheme didn't work against Stephon Diggs. But that's Stephon Diggs. He's one of the best receivers in the game. Trey Herndon gets beat. Gives up that. 2nd and goal, just untouched. Zach Moss goes into the end zone for the touchdown. It's going to tie the game at 7. Still the first quarter here. Maurice Jackson luckily gets that pass to DJ Chark. Chark able to get past and move out of get out of bounds. Luckily, yeah, that was a dangerous pass that he tried to thread in there. And later in the drive, he hits Chark again. Chark scores the touchdown. So good bounce back game here for Maurice Jackson, throwing 2 touchdowns in the preseason. Running out of time here, 7 minutes to play. Josh Allen, look at this dime he throws to Devin Singletary. Miles Jack was in coverage. This is the 2nd preseason game, so everybody's going to be in here for a half. And then a blown coverage by C.J. Henderson leads to a Cole Beasley touchdown. So we're having a high-scoring affair here against the team that went to the Super Bowl last year, so I can't really complain. And Maurice Jackson, this is the element he brings that Gardner Minshew didn't. He gets out of bounds on 3rd and 6, picks up the first down. Yeah, please don't get hurt. We do not need that going into this game. Jackson now sees the pressure, bails out to his right, and there's nobody there, and he's able to take off downfield. And again, just get out of bounds. Don't take unnecessary hits. That's the name of the game when we need him good for the preseason, or good for regular season. And then he hits Josh Oliver in the back of the end zone, wide open. 3 touchdown passes in the 2nd preseason game is not bad. And then this was just a mix-up, and that's John Brown, and he's too fast. That's an easy touchdown, 54 yards. We got caught in a switch. Not good. Not a good sign. Here's another dime to Travis Allen, making another great catch. Maurice Jackson trying to score before halftime here, and he's able to hit D.D. Westbrook. Westbrook makes the guy miss, dances along the sideline, and then gets taken down at the 2-yard line. Excellent catch and run from D.D. Westbrook, so he's ready for the preseason. Penalties back this up, and then that's not a good play. Trying to hit D.D. Westbrook in a corner route. Trey White all over that, picks it off. So the game gets still tied at 21. So in the 3rd quarter, Matt Barkley comes back in. Matt Barkley goes for this deep shot to Colin Johnson that gets picked up because he underthrew it. Dane Jackson makes the interception. It's not looking good right now for Matt Barkley. He is playing himself right out of a roster spot. So against Mitch Trubisky, we had Jerome Collins still in there, but this is what happens when you don't get a pass rush. It's right down the field. He gets caught. Against the man coverage, they just came back for it. Actually, that's Jake Fromm in there. It's not even Mitchell Trubisky. I'm confused because that was real life. And then Zach Moss, he's untouched, dives into the end zone for the touchdown. Buffalo goes up 28-21. So can Barkley do something and lead a drive here? He throws a quick out on the bubble screen to Colin Johnson. Johnson making an impressive effort today. And another catch over the middle for Colin Johnson. You got good hands, you can make it. And here is a catch by Josh Doxson, newly signed. Makes the catch, scores the touchdown. So that ties the game back up at 28. So good play for Josh Doxson, trying to play his way out of this roster. Barkley back and almost gets picked off. Trying to hit John Ross. I was almost picked off by Levi Wallace. Well, we go to the 4th quarter. Jake Luton. And this is another thing that Luton can do that other quarterbacks can't. Luton scrambles, picks up the first down. A good run from Luton there. And then Dante Oliver. Hey, he scores again. 2 games, 2 touchdowns. He just brings that element of speed that not a lot of the running backs on this team have. I think the fastest running back. He is the fastest running back. Here's a good play. This is Luke Baracco making a good play on defense. Victor Jones with some pressure there. And this is an almost pick by Chris Claybrooks again. Jake Fromm. That throws and gets picked off by undrafted rookie Marcus Horn. And Horn outraces everybody, and he will score. So that's an excellent play from an undrafted guy. If you want to play your way on a roster, this is how you got to do it. Good play defensively. Now up 42-28 from, and look at that, Marcus Horde makes another play. Buffalo ends up driving down the field. Good pressure by Taven Bryan. He forces an incompletion. That's what we need from our front three guys. Luton comes back in, and then good throw and catch for Josh Doxson. Buffalo did score again, but Jacksonville wins 42-35, and looks pretty good in that second preseason game. Third preseason game against the Browns. This is all kinds of pressure from Devon Hamilton. So good on for him. And then Jerome Collins gets his first NFL sack as he drops Baker Mayfield way out of almost out of the red zone. So the Browns go up 3-0, and it almost happened again from Maurice Jackson, and maybe it's just that route. And it did not start well from Maurice Jackson. He gets sacked here by Myles Garrett. Might want to avoid that guy if you can. You get more pressure here. Collins forces an incompletion. Browns are on the drive, but there is Jerome Collins again wrapping up the screen pass that Joe Schobert started for him. So Maurice Jackson go to the end zone, and he almost gets this one to DJ Chark. But on this play, Travis Allen was injured, and he had to come out of the game. So how do you next man up, man? Complete that one to Jason Kroom. He gets all the way down to the 1 yard line, and then hey, there's James Robinson running into the end zone for the touchdown. Jaguars go up 7-3. This is the dress rehearsal game, so starters were out there for quite a while. That's a catch for rookie wide receiver Doug Dawson for Cleveland. Here's the play action. Mayfield dumping it off again to Doug Dawson. He makes another grab. He looks like he's going to be pretty good. Mayfield gets rushed, but guess who? Doug Dawson open again. Makes another great grab over the middle. And then play action, wide open. That's David Njoku for the touchdown. And the Browns go back into the lead, up 10-7. Maurice Jackson with a dime pass there to Laviska Shenault as he gets free on that release. Jaguars drive down, and Maurice Jackson's got to get rid of that football. Again, that's Myles Garrett, one of the best pass rushers in the league. Got to want to avoid him. Second and goal. Doesn't even matter, because we'll just hit Josh Oliver in the back of the end zone for the touchdown right before half. Jaguars up 14-10. And this is what happens when you don't get a pass rush. That's an excellent grab. CJ Henderson was all over Jarvis Landry, but Landry still makes the catch. So here in the third quarter, here's a shovel pass to D.D. Westbrook. He scores. So that's another passing touchdown for Maurice Jackson. More rush. That's Devon Hamilton getting another sack. 3rd and 15 here, and Mayfield just beats the coverage. That's Doug Dawson again, and finally gets tripped up, but he just had his way with Sidney Jones. Kind of disappointing that Sidney really couldn't handle him. And then a quick touchdown to Odell Beckham, and that gives the Browns, puts the Browns right back into the game. They tie it. Maurice Jackson able to hit D.D. Westbrook. Westbrook just gets tripped up, but does not score. So finally into the fourth quarter, everybody comes out. Jeff Wilson able to pound it into the end zone. Jaguars up 28-21. Mayfield spins into a sack by Sean Daniels. He fumbles the ball. It's dropped by Christian Covington there on the recovery, but that's a good defensive play for him. Minshew gets picked off. That is Jimmy Burkowski, the rookie linebacker for the Browns, making a nice play there. This is Johnny Marshall at quarterback for the Browns, and this is just ridiculous that Johnny Marshall makes that play in the preseason. He breaks the tackle of Taven Bryan and then throws a strike. This time he gets blitzed, doesn't even matter, and that's Marcus Horn not looking so hot as he did last week. Gives up that catch, but that was against the tight end and David Njoku. And then Sean Daniels makes a nice play here against Kareem Hunt. Got fourth and goal. Mayfield, or not Mayfield, but Johnny Marshall gets sacked. That's Dwayne Smoot doing what he normally does and not in pass coverage. There's a throw to Josh Jackson, and he dropped it. Johnny Marshall still throwing the ball. It gets intercepted by Chris Laybrooks, making more plays as we move forward. That was against intended for Michael Bryant, who was another rookie that they picked up. But we win this game 31-24. Looking too good in the dress rehearsal. So, final preseason game. This is basically just backups. We were against the first team's defense or offense and defense for the Broncos. That's how Madden is. There's a good stop from Quincy Williams. He's one of our. I'm sorry, that's Shareek Russell. There's a screen. Good, another good track down. That was Quincy Williams making that play. So this was basically a fight for the backup quarterback job between Matt Barkley and Jake Luton, and right now Luton is easily winning this competition, and there's a injury for John Ross, and you don't like to see that. Barkley able to put the ball on the money here. That's Tyrone Williams. Makes another good grab there. He has been playing very, very well in his limited snaps, but he's making them count. Gotta like that. There's a draw play and a good stop. That's Jerome Collins. He got a little bit of playing time with the defenses here in the fourth game just because he's a rookie. But we quickly would take him out, and this is what happens when the first team offense plays against backups. You got KJ Hamler running on the sideline. Laybrooks just can't get there in time. Broncos go 91 yards in one play. This is David Sullivan, who's the rookie quarterback the Broncos drafted. He's going to hit his tight end here on this play. Good catch for 25 yards. We're looking to get some pressure on him. He scrambles and gets chased by Victor Jones, our rookie 5th round pick. He gets a sack there, make it 3rd and 16. Broncos trying to get into the end zone here on second goal. Good play by third string defensive tackle there. That's Montre Russell. This is Reichwell Armstead, who was fighting for a running back job. That was one of his rare carries. He did not carry the ball a lot. And look at this pass by David Sullivan. Gets chased by Taven Bryan. Taven Bryan just has that kind of luck, I guess, when it comes to chasing quarterbacks. Sullivan able to avoid him. 13-0. Barkley gets picked off by Josie Jewell. And almost runs it back. Good play by Armstead to make the tackle. But again, not doing well. Dante Oliver checking in. And Oliver using that great speed that he has. He gets a first down on a 3rd and 10. Barkley trying to finish the half strong. He completes one to Devin James over the middle. And then an excellent toe-tapping grab by Tyrone Williams, who continues to just be very impressive. Barkley then gets picked off because he's hit as he throws. And the hustle here by Anthony Bell, that was our rookie left tackle that we picked up, or a rookie swing tackle, really. So David Sullivan this time gets chased by Christian Covington. He just misses him, and Covington couldn't get there, and it's a huge completion for the Broncos on the throw on the run. And another good play by Covington as he's able to get there, make the stop on James Conner, who came over from Denver. And then Covington chasing the screen, and that's going to lead Taven Bryan to picking up the sack. So now it's 4th to go, 19-0. Here's another good run for Reichwell Armstead. Just not a whole lot to show for him, though. And A quick out to Tyrone Williams, making yet another grab. He really, really made the catches when they counted. Another throw over the middle. Devin James tries to spin off a guy, but just can't get there. I should point out, by the way, that Jake Luton is now in the game. Luton steps up, tries to find somebody, scrambles out, is going to get a first down, and Tack McKinley's going to get hurt on that play, but he would return. The Jaguars finally do get on the board. There's another good hit by Sean Daniels. Luton, at first well as he's played, this time gets sacked by Andrew Long Jr., rookie defensive tackle for the Broncos. It's now 21-3, and then we get a defensive stop there. So Jake Luton gets one more crack at it here. He hits Dante Oliver over the middle. Just trying to finish up respectably here. Luton gets pressured again and sacked by Long. It was just one of those days for him with four-string defenders. And then Royce Freeman scrapes into the end zone for the touchdown. It's now 31-3. But the score really wasn't that important as it was who was out here given the effort. Luton, again, able to hit Tyrone Williams. When he was called upon, he made all the catches that you would like. Luton again looking for him, and again he pulls it in. Tyrone Williams, in the 2 games that he played, was absolutely excellent until this attack attempt for Josh Doctson gets intercepted, and then we got a missed tackle. So that was the end of the game anyway. It didn't even matter, as the Jaguars will fall 31-3. But we had to make some important decisions after this game. So we come to it, and the first thing is we're cutting Matt Barkley. Obviously, Matt Barkley just did not cut the mustard. I wanted him to kind of be a mentor for Maurice Jackson, but I guess we're just going to have to stick with Gardner Minshew. And we're going to keep 3 quarterbacks here, because I like Jake Luton. He did play very well. He's just not practice squad eligible. But we do need 3 quarterbacks. Daniel Ikule, he didn't have a whole lot when he played. Marcus Horn, I'd like to keep him on the practice squad, so we're going to practice squad him. We're going to practice squad. I kind of came to Dante Oliver, and I kind of wanted to practice squad him. He is only a 60 overall, so he's not going to get taken, but I think he could use a year to develop. He was really impressive in the preseason. But we'll keep him on the practice squad. We're just going to go ahead and move Brandon Watson to practice squad, or we might just cut him. He just doesn't have the speed. I'm looking at his speed and not really liking what I see, so we're just going to go ahead and cut Brandon Watson. And then we're going to Tyrone Williams. Absolutely keep him on the practice squad. He was fantastic. Luke Barco, we'll practice squad him. And let's see here. Got Chapel Russell. He made a couple of plays in pass coverage and in tackling, so he's pretty good. And we kind of looking around here. Divine Oswego didn't really do a whole lot in the season, but we can keep him on the practice squad, I guess. Sean Daniels made some plays. He's just kind of buried on the depth chart. It's sort of a numbers thing with him, so we'll just go ahead and do that. Cutting down to it, Tyler Davis didn't really play, so he's just going to go to the practice squad. Daniel Thomas, another safety that we probably should be looking at keeping, so we'll practice squad him. So we got 2 more players left to cut. Yeah, I don't know why we saved this, but we're just going to cut Josh Doctson. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense why we didn't keep him. Anyway, so we ended up putting Chapel Russell on the practice squad. So here we have the majority of the releases here. The Texans got rid of a lot of people that are really confusing. They got rid of Whitney Merciless and Darren Fells. That was like their best receiver. The Seahawks got rid of Quentin Dunbar. Dunbar was like a Super Bowl MVP, and they just cut him. That's kind of weird that they did that to him. But I guess they like what they got elsewhere. So the Ravens released Jimmy Smith. That's kind of a surprise cut. Don't think I really want to go after him in any way, but Patriots released Marcus Cannon. Could probably use that guy. So may have to look into seeing what he's going to kind of want. Might have to cut somebody to get to him, but I don't know. Henry Anderson gets released. It could be another guy that somebody could pick up because he's a good player. Not like he's trash or anything. So, and some of these other releases around the league. Alan Bailey is another guy. I almost kind of wanted to trade for him with the Falcons, but I didn't. Zach Ertz gets released. I did not see that coming. Eagles apparently good with Dallas Goedert, and I'm just gonna get rid of that. Just get rid of that. Tyler Eifert got released, unfortunately, for the Cardinals. Sorry, I guess. I didn't expect that he would get cut, but, you know, we got a 5th round pick out of it next year, or 6th round pick, so I'm okay with that. AJ Klein got released. Star Lotulelei got released. Geno Atkins got released. A lot of these guys just apparently not doing it. Trey Waynes gets released from the Bengals as well. Oh, Kevin White's second stint with the Bears is done, and that will be it. We added one guy to our practice squad, guard Angel Hernandez, and that is pretty much it for the preseason. This is how our offense is going to look and defense, and our practice squad has been filled out. I will probably end up releasing Ozigbo and maybe picking up another defensive lineman, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, that's going to be it for that. So let's move on to week 1. So we are playing the New England Patriots in week 1, and yeah, they're led by Cam Newton. Still pretty good. Not as good as he once was. Obviously, we're not in 2015 anymore. And that's, 7 years ago. But the Patriots are still a good team. They did spend their 1st round pick on rookie receiver Jamal Daniels. He is an absolute burner at 5'11", 200 pounds. They do have some other players at receiver. They just kind of rebuilt this receiving corps with a couple of rookies. They have a really good tight end situation, and they have a really good offensive line situation. And they're okay offensively. I think if we're able to contain the passing game, we should be all right. They are kind of weak at right tackle, so we might be able to take advantage of that. And then the big free agency they went on for defense, picking up Trey Hendrickson there. And then they went and picked up Hassan Reddick as a pass rusher to add to that. They still have a great defense here. Donta Hightower and Jawan Bentley and Josh Oos still out there. And then you got Stephon Gilmore. And they're not slouches at corner because they got 3 good ones. They got J.G. Jackson, they got Jonathan Jones, and they have Devin McCourty. So that's going to be it for me. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Thank you guys for helping me get through this whole first season. And I'll see you very shortly for week 1 in year 2. Thanks. Have a good one.